most people don't regret what they felt. They regret what they did before they noticed what they were feeling. If you've ever replayed a conversation in your head and thought, "Why did I say that? This is why." If you've ever said something and immediately thought, "Why did I say that?" or walked away wondering how things escalated so fast, this pillar is for you. Pillar 1 of pause and respond is called awareness before action, because you cannot change what you don't notice. This isn't about being calmer, it's about becoming aware sooner. Awareness is not insight after the fact. It's not understanding things later when the damage is already done. Awareness is noticing what's happening in real time, in your body, your thoughts, and your emotions, before behavior takes over. Without awareness, change is impossible. This pillar matters because most people aren't struggling with motivation, intelligence, or effort. They're struggling with timing. By the time they realize what's happening internally, the reaction has already happened. Words are already out. Distance has already formed. Damage control has already begun. Awareness is what shifts the moment earlier, before action locks in. Let's talk about reactivity. A reaction is any automatic behavior aimed at reducing discomfort as quickly as possible. Reactivity isn't a character flaw, it's a nervous system shortcut, and every reaction produces consequences. Some are immediate: relief, release, tension reduction. Others show up later: regret, conflict, shame, damaged trust. Most people only notice the later consequences, not the moment where the reaction actually started. This is where the pause matters. A pause doesn't eliminate emotion. It doesn't make you passive. It doesn't mean you don't respond. The pause simply prevents emotion from driving behavior automatically. A response is chosen. A response is aligned with values. A response considers impact, not just urgency. Awareness creates the pause. The pause restores choice. Awareness is the skill of noticing without immediately fixing, defending, or escaping. It's the ability to say, "Something is happening in me right now," before words, before actions, before regret. Awareness turns reactions into data instead of directives. So why is awareness so difficult? Because most of us were never taught to notice internal signals, only to manage outcomes. We were taught to push through, stay busy, stay agreeable, stay in control. Awareness slows that down, and slowing down can feel uncomfortable at first. But discomfort is not danger. Think of awareness as a ladder. At the bottom rung is after the fact, noticing once the argument is over. Then mid-reaction, realizing you're escalating while it's already happening. Higher up is early signal, tension in the body, racing thoughts, emotional charge. And at the top is pre-reaction, noticing the very first internal shift. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is climbing one rung earlier. Awareness shows up in three main places. First, the body, tight chest, shallow breathing, jaw clenching, restlessness. Second, thoughts, absolutes, assumptions. They always, "I can't." Third, emotions, irritation before anger, anxiety before control, hurt before withdrawal. The body notices first. Thoughts explain second. Behavior follows last. Here's a reflection to consider. Think about a recent moment you reacted. Not the reaction itself, but the first internal signal that came before it. Where did you feel it? What did you tell yourself? What emotion was underneath? Awareness begins with curiosity, not judgment. This week's practice is simple and deceptively powerful. When you notice an early signal, take a 10-second pause. No fixing, no explaining, no reacting. Just notice, what's happening in my body? What am I thinking? What am I feeling? 10 seconds is enough to interrupt autopilot. Between now and the next pillar, don't aim to respond perfectly. Aim to notice earlier than you usually do. That's progress. Awareness doesn't change everything at once, but it changes where change becomes possible. In the next pillar, we'll talk about what to do inside the pause, once awareness has been established. Until then, this is Pillar 1. In the next video, we'll talk about what to do inside the pause, once awareness is established. Until then, remember, you don't need to control your emotions. You need to notice them sooner.